Hey friends, my name is Steven with Leviathan Snakes, and this is Delilah, and today we wanted to talk about 5 different ways that anybody can build their Instagram presence completely for free. The number one way, and it's not so much number one as in the most important, but it does serve as the foundation to everything else that we are going to do on Instagram, is to have a consistent stream of content. And for us, with Leviathan Snakes, obviously we are posting pictures, videos, things like that that always have to deal with these guys. Whether it is our ball pythons or our 2 boas, we always want them to have a similar theme. But we want to make sure that all of our consistent content has that similar themes. We want them to be distinct from each other. So it doesn't seem like we are posting the exact same picture, just maybe from a slightly different angle, time after time after time again, because that just gets boring. It doesn't matter how awesome that picture is. If we've already seen it a bunch, you will drop your engagement the longer that you repost something like that. So it's always cool to do like this big photo shoot and get dozens and dozens of different pictures, and all of those pictures might be really, really high quality. But if you post one really high quality picture and then you post another really high quality picture that's very, very similar to the first one, that second one isn't going to do as well. And that keeps diminishing the longer you go. So by being able to have distinct content from all of your other pieces, you will be able to keep your engagement really, really high. The last piece of advice that I have when it comes to just your foundational content overall is, if you can, post at least once a day. I personally believe that that's like where you get your bread and butter through Instagram and other social media platforms. At a bare minimum, I believe that everybody should be posting, just taking Instagram as a professional marketing kind of avenue, at least 3 times a week, but really ideally you want to strive for once a day, with possible days being like 2 to 3 posts. Generally for me and for Leviathan Snakes, we don't post any more than 3 times in any given day, and it's not 3 posts right after another. It'll be like 1 post in the morning, 1 post around lunch, and then 1 post at nighttime. Social media tip number 2 is, while Instagram focuses on images and videos, the captions are also really important. They are going to be the avenue that any Instagram user has to display themselves. That's how we are going to show our voice and help our audience connect with us as individuals. So when you write a caption, rather than just simply saying like, my cute snake, because it doesn't really let us have an insight into your life or into that snake, like having their name, having like descriptions of their personality. So I could talk about Delilah being a high contrast albino, or I can talk about Delilah being one of the best pets that I've ever had, and how she's just wonderful at being held, and she hasn't tried to choke me a single time during this video. That is what's going to resonate with audiences, and it will be far stronger content than just simply posting a picture without any caption or with very, very little captions. The last element that I want to talk about specifically for captions is, not all the time, but every now and then, just making sure you're putting in a call to action to remind your audience to take an action. So if somebody sees your picture and they double tap it and scroll by, they're never going to read your caption. It doesn't actually matter what you write. But if somebody sees your picture and they read the first little bit of your caption and it engages them, and they click to see more and they read your entire caption, at the very end of it, if you have some kind of call to action like, please like and comment, if you're not doing so, follow the page, they will be far more likely to take that action because they had to do so many different steps to get there just simply to see it. So by simply adding in those call to actions every now and then, you can capture some of those people who really, really enjoyed your content and enjoyed you, and turn them into followers or increase your engagement, and overall just make your social media presence more engaging. All right, Instagram tip number 3. This one actually doesn't have to do with your own content. This is moving into what I personally believe is the most effective form of social media, and it has to deal with outreach. So when you start off an Instagram account, Facebook account, YouTube, it doesn't really matter what the platform is. You start off with 0 followers. Nobody is going to come and find you just because you produced content. You might tell your significant other, you might tell your friends, you might tell your family that you just created this new snake Instagram account, and they might come and follow you. But the only way you are going to be able to find people that are part of your community is to go out to them. So this technique is a tactic that we use a lot at Leviathan Snakes, and we kind of call it like the grind, outreach, all of that stuff. And what we are doing is that we search trending hashtags that are related to our demographic, so snakes, ball pythons, boas, things like that. And we find a really popular, recently trending post, and we click and see all of the people who've liked it. And then we go through those like lists and we try to find profiles where it's somebody that we think that we'd be friends with. So if they're posting pictures about snakes, if they seem fun, if they seem cool, we want to go through and like some of their posts. That way we can show support to those accounts, as well as comment on them, because comments are where the outreach are at. We want to engage in genuine conversation, because if we are able to make a friend and make a connection through social media, it is far more likely that that person that we liked their posts and we commented on will just come and check out our page. And if they like our content and they like us as people and they feel like that we are somebody that they could be friends with and they follow us, fantastic. And if they don't follow us, that's perfectly fine too. The game of social media isn't about who has the most followers. In my mind, I believe that the most effective social media platforms and social media accounts are those that have genuine, consistent engagement between all of the people within the communities built around. Point number 4, which is engagement, engagement, engagement. And this isn't simply going out and conducting engagement on other people's accounts, but when somebody likes a post, when they comment on it, engaging with them in genuine interaction. We don't personally believe in the aspect of somebody asks us a question, we're like, what morph is that? And we're like, Inchi or albino, and then that's it. We want to like thank them. We want to make them feel valued because they took the time out of their day to comment on something that we had. We want to show our appreciation for that, and we want to make as many friends as possible, because I personally believe that there's no such thing as too many friends. And within the snake community on Instagram, it's super, super positive. It is really, really easy to meet people, engage with people, and do multiple different things that aren't just simply social media that can help build those genuine interactions. For us, we really, really like sticker swaps. So if anybody has stickers, or if you just want a free sticker, simply send us a DM on Instagram. We'll get your address and we'll mail it out to you. It doesn't cost any money. And the reason why that we want to do that is because when you get something in the mail, when you get a physical item from somebody that you met online, it makes them way more real to you, way more real to us. And our entire incubator is covered in people's stickers, and it's really, really cool for us when we get those in the mail, because we get that genuine interaction with so many different people within the community. And the last item that's on our list of social media tips deals again with that community. Social media is not a vacuum. Social media deals with real people. Me, you, anybody else in any country in the world can go on and connect with us. They can see our images, they can see our videos, they can comment, they can like, they can send us a message. And that interconnectedness is the true strength of social media, because we don't have to just hope that somebody in our area likes the same things that we do and we can become friends. We can go find our friends. We can find the people that we really, really would enjoy and connect with them on social media. And by building those communities and being part of those communities is what I believe is the difference between a decent social media account and an amazing social media account. It's when you go to a social media account, not simply to talk to the person who runs it, but to talk to all of the people who also love that account as well, or love that brand as well. That is when you're really building a community, and that's when you just turn the tables on the entire social media marketing, because you're not even really marketing anything anymore. You are providing a place for people who share the same interests as you to congregate. Anyways, thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you again next time.